Well, welcome back to We Are City channel for FC 25 career mode into Season 3. We had a bit of a rocky episode last time out, defeat to PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League. Today's episode we've got Chelsea away. The Carabao Cup certainly doesn't get any easier for us. We've played Nottingham Forest, now Chelsea. Can't we get an easier draw at some point? Then it's away to Fulham in the Premier League. We're going to simulate the game against Copenhagen at home, hoping we get 3 points. Need 3 points there. And then we'll finish the episode with a game against Newcastle at home. Into the next episode, then we've got big games against Villa away, Dortmund away, which could be massive in the Champions League to keep ourselves in perhaps an automatic qualification stage. It might not do. We might even get knocked out of the Champions League if we're not careful. So rotations in the side today as we go into this Carabao Cup game. Milinkovic-Savic, the second choice goalkeeper, will start in goal. Frimpong returns from his injury. He's back in the action and he's on the City starting 11. We've thrown him straight back in there. An amazing player. We need him back. Captain Diaz partners Vardiel and Nico O'Reilly in that back line. Hopefully Diaz can have a good game. If not, he's coming off. Vita Heis is coming in. We've got Watson in the back line as well with Savinho, MCAIDOO, Gonzalez and Foden, as well as Erling Haaland up top. Mikasa on the bench again. Vita Heis there. Cambiasso, Lewis. We're looking at Mikasa, Oscarson, Lewis and Heis cut with the players to come on. If we can get them on the field, that City side strong enough hopefully to beat Chelsea. We've already beaten us once at Stamford Bridge this season. Here we go, Carabao Cup action for Manchester City as we take on Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. They've already beaten us once in the Premier League this season, a 1-0 defeat away at the Bridge. City rotate today as it is the Carabao Cup. We've had a really tough run in the Carabao Cup. We played Forest to kick things off, and in the second round, we've drawn Chelsea, so playing all Premier League sides. No chance for those younger players really to get games, which is a bit frustrating really. I would like to start Rico, Lewis, Mikasa, people like that. United play Liverpool as well. Arsenal play Palace. It looks like the biggest side is going to get knocked out early. Maybe, Mansfield is still in there. Maybe we draw Mansfield at some point. Play to look out for is that man Pedro Neto. He's the one who scored against us in the last game we played against them. 5 goals in 3 games. He has really found his form for Chelsea. Let's see if they rotate in their starting 11. I think not. But a lot of former City players in that Chelsea youth, former City youth players in that Chelsea starting 11. Couldn't get that out. Well, this is the Chelsea side then. So Cole Palmer, Sancho and Neto support Jackson up top. Enzo Fernandez and Lavia in the midfield too. Bashir Humphries is in. Was Philip Jorgensen, so they have rotated slightly. The likes of Nkunku, Joao Felix, Adebayo, Livramento, Fofana, Zaggini as well on the bench. And we've missed him, I feel, because I think he's just such a high quality player as Lavia. Nice and strong in there on Nico. It's poor from Nico. Gonna hold the ball a lot better there, and Palmer skips his way through here. And Cole Palmer could be in here, and Savic comes out. Really good goalkeeping, claims it, and back into Nico, who could apologise now. Right towards Frimpong, Savinho. Savinho, again we caught in possession. And it's happening too often that at the moment. Here's Sancho. That's Vardiel. Little nutmeg on Vardiel. And he hits his shot wide. But I'm very frustrated. The same mistakes happening, caught in possession. Nico over top to Frimpong here. Bashir Humphries heads it away on as far as Phil Foden. Back to Frimpong. Edge of the box to Wharton. Foden. Runners here. Frimpong. Looking for someone in the box. He's pulled it back to the edge of the box towards Nico here with a shot. Good strike. Good save by Jorgensen. Sancho away from Savinho. Sancho takes on Frimpong. He's a little bit slow. He's not quite sharp and he's returned to the side. Jackson. Diaz with a foot in. It's a poor foot in. Vardiel's across to try and block it. And he does do. He's behind for a corner. Nico. Back to the other Nico. City play away from that issue really well there. Walked into Foden again. Foden, great feet. Here's Savinho. On towards Frimpong. Into the middle. Haaland is there! What a finish from Haaland. Finally we score. 1-0 City. Finally the killer pass is there. Frimpong gets his first assist on his first start. His first appearance since the injury to the elbow. Great play on his far side. Savinho back to Frimpong. He finds Haaland. It's a first time strike. What a hit, by the way. I didn't quite notice it the first time. On the right foot from Erling Haaland. He pokes it forward into the top corner past Jorgensen. That is clearly a world-class strike from Erling Haaland. There's MCAIDOO making a run here. Oh, and he's took it, MCAIDOO, brilliantly. MCAIDOO! MCAIDOO! Oh! Against his former side, he could have got his first Manchester City goal there. Nico. Wharton. Foden. Well, back heel through to Erling Haaland here down the middle. Back to Phil Foden. 2-0 City. What a start to second half in the Carabao Cup by Manchester City. Phil Foden with a goal. City double the lead 2-0. Come on. Really nice little back heel by Foden to Haaland here. Should score. Jorgensen makes the save. It falls back to Phil Foden. Hits it with a volley between the defender and goalkeeper here. Colwell can't stop it. Jorgensen underneath him. 2-0 City in the Carabao Cup against Chelsea. Come on. Hammer through to Jackson. Vardiol. Great challenge. And a second time on Jackson. And a third time by Vardiol. Back out to Enzo Fernandez. João Felix is on. Good feet. Jackson is played in. Savic comes out. Good save. Good fall to Palmer. Frimpong is there to clear it behind for a throw-in. City going towards defensive performance here. Palmer. The far post. João Felix into the side netting should score. Mikasa can make a bit of an appearance for the club. Wharton. Foden in space again. Haaland. Foden. Foden hits one! Oh! Just past the post by Phil Foden. That is his involvement over. Haaland's off as well. And Kunku for Lavia, so very attacking change from Chelsea. Mikasa and Rico Lewis on for City now. Back he goes Wharton, Rico Lewis. Foden. Through to Mikasa, what a ball! Mikasa! Oh, tries to put it in the bottom corner, what a save by Jorgensen. Mikasa once more. Oscarson. Good hold up playing wide towards McAidoo. In towards Mikasa. Plays Oscarson. Wide towards McAidoo again. Mikasa. Rico Lewis. Phil Foden. Mikasa makes the run. Back to Oscarson. Oscarson hits it over the bar by Jorgensen. Runners. Jackson. Palmer. Diaz intercepts it. Nico O'Reilly back to the goalkeeper, Milinkovic-Savic, who in 2 games he's played for City. That was a terrible pass. Well done, Frimpong. Rico Lewis has got 2 clean sheets. Through in the Carabao Cup once again. Youngsters came on. That second half performance is a base for this episode. If we play like that, we'll win all our games. Absolutely fantastic second half for Manchester City. Well, the Premier League table is looking pretty interesting at the top of it. Arsenal top there on 22 points, ahead on goal difference of 1 of us and Newcastle, who've got a very similar record. Goals for, we're not scoring enough goals this season really compared to the other teams, but we are conceding a lot less. But all 3 of us up there on 22 points. Chelsea just 2 points behind in 4th on 20. Away we go to 8th place and top half of the table, Fulham. This is side 4 Fulham today. Unfortunately, Jeremy Frimpong is very tired after that Chelsea game, his first game back, so he misses out on the squad today. Costa starts single. It's Cambiasso, Kusanov, Vardiol and Camavinga at the back for Bob. Captain Rodri, Savinho, Marmoush and Foden the 5 in behind Neil and Helm up top. Diaz, Jumabar, O'Reilly, Nico, Lewis. We've got Edison, Doku and Oscarson on that City bench. So Craven Cottage, here we come. Manchester City in 3rd place on goal difference. We could be top. We've got 22 points, 1 loss, 1 draw and 9 wins so far, I think, in the Premier League. The same record as Newcastle and Arsenal at the top. We come out here against an 8th place Fulham side who are actually having a very good season. They're in a good position in the table in 8th and they're looking to maybe break into European football this year. Fulham have been progressing constantly under Marco Silva, and it looks like former Real Madrid striker Alvaro is the man who starts up top for them today. Let's see how this Fulham side do line up. Captain, or not captain today, but in the side is John Stones. This is the Fulham side that we face up against today then. In goal starts, it's Kovar, the former Leverkusen man. John Stones, Mingaitha, Bassi and Vega, the back 4. Captain Reed sits behind Smarzic, Lima, Iwobi and Adama. And it is Alvaro, the man up top today. Rodri creates a bit of space for us here. Foden. Going for City. Oscar Bob. Around the far corner to Erling Haaland. What a ball by Bob, and Haaland scores. What a ball by Oscar Bob. 1-0 Manchester City. And it's Erling Haaland. We said we hadn't scored enough goals. Then we go and score within 3 minutes here at Craven Cottage. Ball over the top here by Oscar Bob. Into Erling Haaland's path on the chest. Gets it down. Mingaitha and Stones can't stop him. And it's a left-footed finish into the bottom corner across the goalkeeper Kovar. What a ball by Bob. What a goal by Erling Haaland. City lead by 1-0. What a start, Craven Cottage. Foden. Oscar Bob. Into Foden. Back to Haaland here. Dealt with by Calvin Bassett. Well, we felt creative today, the City side. Only 1 goal to show for it. A ball behind to Alvaro here. Away from Kusanov. Turns. Cambiasso gets back. Ball through the middle here to chance of Fulham. A good save by Costa. First chance of the game for them. Good save. Bob. Marmoush, great feet. Rodri. Fold him. Fold him to Marmoush. Not the pass I played. Marmoush down to Phil Foden. Still saved by Kovac. Oscar Bob. He's just slowing things down. Foden. Great spin. Into Marmoush. Behind to Savinho. Back to Marmoush. Omar Marmoush! Oh, another brilliant save by Kovac. It's going to the top corner, that one from the Egyptian. Corner ball. Marmoush into Foden. Calvin Bassey cuts it out. And Fulham come the other way again. Smarsic. Alvaro. Runners in Adama. And Smarsic in Adama. Adama wrong side here. And Fulham equalise 1-1. 100 shots, 1 goal. 2 shots, 1 goal. Unbelievable. 1,000,000 shots we've had. We only score 1. Fulham have had 2 shots today. That's silly from Rodri. Really silly from Rodri there. Great turn by Rodri. Foden. Haaland, Marmoush. Omar. Back to Savinho. Back to Marmoush. Chased by Adama Traore. Marmoush through to Phil Foden here. Phil Foden again! We miss a clear and obvious chance. So frustrating. Marmoush turns here. Pulls it back to Foden, blocked away by Stones behind for a corner. How many chances do we need to score? In by Marmoush. Vardiol with a header into the hands of Kovac. How many chances this side need? We're not scoring enough goals. Pull it to the edge of the box. Chance of Fulham again here. Costa makes the save. The far post, Vardiol away. Good defending by Vardiol. Well, Adama's coming off. We need to make changes as well. Camavinga's been pouring into Adama. Adama's off now. Nico maybe can offer a bit more going forward, possibly. He's on off straight through to Edison. That's a good ball. He'll hold them off, Edison. Savinho comes to the right now. Edison in behind here. Trouble for Fulham. Edison. Haaland. Marmoush! Oh! We mess it up. Free chance messed up. Kusanov down. O'Reilly's waiting away by Fulham. Doku in there down to Savinho. Wide to Marmoush. Clip one in. Haaland is waiting! 2 yards out, Erling Haaland misses. I cannot believe the chances we miss here. This City side. Oh, Rodri's nicked it. They're in trouble here, but we need runners. On to Haaland here. This time! 2-1 City. Haaland gives us the lead. But it shouldn't take this many shots to score 2 goals. It really shouldn't. I can barely watch and celebrate that. An assist to Rodri, brilliant. Goal for Haaland, fantastic. But it shouldn't take that to score 2 goals against this team. We've destroyed Fulham. Here's Doku again here. Jeremy Doku. Doku. Oscarson! Oh, blocked away again. Edison keeps into Savinho. Savinho! It's another save by Kovac. And away by Fulham. How many chances this side need? Vardiol so aggressive on Jimenez. Oscarson as well. Back to Fulham anyway. Counters on. They're right through the middle of us here. Jimenez. Jumabar, what a block. What a block by Jumabar off the bench. Fantastic defending by the big man. Fantastic. Corner ball. Vardiol. Back into the middle. Get it away. Doku with his foot through it. Full-time whistle goes. A 2-1 at Fulham. But that should be a 5-1 win. The finishing is really worrying this side. We're not scoring enough goals. And that, I think, might be what cost us this season. And it shouldn't do. And it's not down to creativeness. It's down to the men up top, Erling Haaland and Marmoush, not putting the ball in the back of the net. Well, next came Champions League action against Copenhagen. City picked up a 2-0 win at home. A double for Omar Marmoush, a clean sheet for Manchester City, and 3 points in the Champions League, which could be crucial in us qualifying for the knockout stages. The final game of today's episode is Premier League action against third place Newcastle United. They're 3 points off us at the top. Arsenal still top of the table ahead, purely on goal difference. You can see they've scored nearly 10 more goals than us, and we've conceded nearly 5 less than them. So you can see where the difference lies between the two sides. We're better defensively, but not as good going forward. Newcastle close behind us as well. Chelsea starting to drift away now after defeat to Arsenal. I think they lost 3-1 to Arsenal. Drops them down to 4th on 20 points. Newcastle at home, tough test to keep close to Arsenal after it would be 11 Premier League games. This is side for Newcastle today. Costa now 91 rated, starts and goal. Frimpong back in there. He starts at right back alongside Kusanov, Vardiol and Camavinga. Rodri in the holding role with Foden on the right and Savini on the left. And it's Marmoush now 89 rated, supported by Nico Gonzalez, the more defensive option there with Erling Haaland up top. Oscarson, Bob, Doku, Edison, Diaz, Cambiasso, Wharton, Lewis and Milinkovic-Savic on the City bench. Let's go and get 3 points and blow away third place Newcastle. Here we go, Etihad Stadium. City versus Newcastle, second versus third. Newcastle 3 points behind the second place Manchester City, who are level on points with league leaders Arsenal. We are looking to score more goals in that previous game against Fulham. We should have scored, 10 goals in the game, and we scored 2. And we left it till late as well. Hopefully today is a little bit different. There is a former City player who left the club this summer in that Newcastle side, Manu Akanji, and he is starting in Eddie Howe's Newcastle team, who are again pushing for Champions League football this season. We're strong, as always, gone strong. Frimpong, his first Premier League start back from his injury. Let's see how Newcastle line up to take on our Manchester City side today. Looking out for that main man, I think, Ryan Cherki in their side. This is the Newcastle United starting 11 that have pushed up into third place to start this season. In goal starts Nick Pope with a back four of Reece James, the captain, David Hancock, Manu Akanji and Ryan Nuri, Willock, Larson and Tonali in the midfield 3, Gordon, Isak and Ryan Cherki the front 3. Frimpong. Good cross, it decides against it. Foden. Trying to find our way through the opposition. Frimpong. Nico. Frimpong. Across the box, it's a Savini at the far post. Away by Reece James. Only as far as Phil Foden. Picks it back up. Back into Nico. Frimpong again. Nico makes the run. Into Haaland. Little back heel. Marmoush is waiting. Tonali. Great defending. They get it away. Here's Ryan Cherki. Nico again. Marmoush has made a run. Nico looking for him. Manu Akanji, former teammate. Read that one. Going against Kusanov. In the back of him. Can't win it. Larson. Space for Isak. Vardiol's in there. Falls to Isak, who slams it in. Terrible clearance by Vardiol. Newcastle take the lead. I tried to smash that away. Or slide in. And he actually clips it into Isak and then puts it in the top corner. Why didn't he slide in and make a sliding challenge there, Vardiol? The opposition feel very solid. Gordon. Vardiol goes to him. Left Isak in the middle. Kusanov, really good defending. Really good defending. Savinho. Over top to Omar Marmoush here. Here's number 20 for Newcastle. Marmoush, referee. It's another late one. It's another bad challenge here. Newcastle defender, yellow card for Hanko. Takes out Marmoush. Another free kick opportunity. In by Marmoush. Haaland is there! And over the bar by Erling Haaland. Nice if Savino made a bit of a run here. Haaland towards Marmoush here. Goal for Newcastle. Marmoush away from one. Marmoush. Haaland. Haaland's in! What a goal by Haaland, 1-1. On the stroke of half-time, City level it up with Erling Haaland. An assist for Omar Marmoush. And a goal for Erling Haaland here. Good play by Marmoush. So quick. So tricky with his feet. Into Haaland, one touch. Away from Hancock, across the goalkeeper, off the post and in. City are level. And on the stroke of half-time, City have a 1-1 level playing field with Newcastle for the second half. But we need to be more controlled. Maybe we sacrifice the goals to be more controlled and win games 1-0. Maybe that's the way we have to go. Because at the moment, it feels like we're too open. Trying to throw things forward, be a bit more expansive, a bit more direct. Gets away with that because that's poor. Oh, Frimpong with another mistake and Isak's in here. And Alexander Isak is a brilliant save by Costa. I'm thinking Frimpong's got to come off. He's having a bit of a shock of the fullback on his Premier League return. Nico. Foden. Back to Nico. Again, City make a mistake. Nico Gonzalez though. Great challenge. Foden through to Frimpong. Away from Mike Neary. Haaland. Through to Foden. Phil Foden off the post. What a chance off the post. And Vardy onto Camavinga. Never seemed to go in. Frimpong. Camavinga. Back to Jeremy Frimpong. Nico. Foden. Haaland. Frimpong! He's offside. Oh, I wanted to go with him to Foden. Didn't have to go to Haaland on the way through. EA. Foden. Frimpong. Haaland! Haaland blocked by Akanji behind for a corner. Savinho makes the run. Marmoush. Haaland. Haaland, I wanted to go to Savinho, but he just didn't run. He stood and watched. Rodri goes and wins it back for City. Fires it into Marmoush. And Savinho does run here. And Savinho. And back to Nico. And Nico hits it and Marmoush tries to control it and Akanji away. Plays Haaland. Keeps it. Frimpong. Foden. Frimpong. Through. Needs some support in the box. Frimpong. Doesn't come. He goes to the far side towards Savinho. Haaland. It's Rodri! Oh, it's a save by Nick Pope. Corner ball. How have we not scored here? Marmoush in. Vardio with the header. Away by Newcastle. Foden. Oscar Bob. Haaland. Marmoush in. Foden. It's going for the header. Rodri. Rodri! Off the bar! On the rebound. Marmoush. Away by Newcastle. Full-time whistle goes. 1-1 at the end of the episode. And how have we not won that game? We have a finishing problem. A really big finishing problem in this side. How have we not won that game against Newcastle? I don't know. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new. And give me some solutions in the comments down below. How do we solve this finishing issue? Because we miss so many chances. How do we keep dropping points? We'll see you next time.